I want to provide an update on Visionary's Point Leamington project in central Newfoundland, which already hosts a sizable gold, copper, zinc, and silver-rich VMS deposit because we've just taken a major step forward across our expanded land package. But first, a word on why I continue to be a significant shareholder of Visionary, recently adding to my long-term position. The world is facing a structural copper shortage. Copper is the modern metal that wires the modern economy, and demand is accelerating on every front at once. Electric vehicles use several times more copper than the conventional car. The build out of power grids, renewable energy, and the data centers behind the AI boom all run on copper. At the same time, supply isn't keeping pace. Major new discoveries have become rare. Existing mines are aging, ore grades are declining, and it can take a decade or more to bring a new deposit into production. When you put rising demand against constrained supply, the math is striking. By some estimates, the world will need an order of 700 million tons of new copper in the coming decades. Roughly as much copper as humanity has mined in its entire history, just to keep up. That copper has to come from somewhere, and it starts with discoveries. Now to what's happening on the ground. We received our prospecting permits from the Newfoundland and Labrador Department of Energy and Mines, and this is meaningful. The permit covers all 21 mineral licenses across our expanded land package of roughly 30,000 hectares. That's 300 square kilometers, including the Lewis Lake area immediately east of the deposit. With permitting moving quickly on a regional basis, we wasted no time. Our crews are on the ground and our regional sampling program is already underway. We've commenced systematic soil and rock sampling over 5 priority regional target areas. We're running survey lines 100 meters apart, collecting samples every 25 meters. A disciplined, grid-style based approach designed to define and refine geochemical anomalies and vector in on targets ahead of future drill testing. Here's why these 5 targets matter. They were originally identified and advanced more than 2 decades ago by a joint venture that included Billiton, now BHP, together with Rubicon Minerals. They sit in the same host stratigraphy as our Point Leamington deposit, and that earlier work concluded that Lewis Lake area is an environment permissive of hosting a massive sulfide deposit similar to Point Leamington itself. What's important is that when Billiton and Rubicon walked away, they left behind a series of compelling, drill-ready targets. This is the first systematic, modern exploration of these targets since. We're the first to come back to this ground with boots on the ground in a modern program. And we're doing this concurrently with site preparation for planned 2-phase diamond drilling at the main deposit. So we're advancing on multiple fronts at once. The world needs more copper. I'm personally invested in Visionary being a part of that answer, and I continue to add to my position because I believe in where this is headed. Point Leamington is expanding beyond the deposit and across the district.